Alright, so I'll quickly show off my sorceress progression. So I did finally farm a token and get rid of all my strength from when I had the monarch on, and the one time I held shift and used up one of my free ones. So looking pretty solid right now. Fire resist and cold resist, I've just bumped them up to the cap off my amulet. Lightning resist a little high. Poison's in good shape, I feel like. Pierces up to 32, so that's from Mang Songs and Griffins. I'm hitting my breakpoint, which is super great. I have no FCR, which is interesting to say the least, with no shield. Very low magic fine, very low gold fine. It's all okay. So Mang Songs, since the last video, I bricked the previous one. I bought this one for Vex before they started going back up in price. I do have a box. I'm debating if I want to buy a slightly nicer one or just go ahead and box this one. I'll probably buy a slightly nicer one. I actually really like this corruption, so I upped it, obviously trying to get more sockets. I've had 2 in a row slam with the enhanced defense. It makes the sorcerers really tanky, and so it'll push this block rating up once I buff and I use my Merc's aura. So I bought a cheap Griffins, I think for Vex. The corruption's nice because I needed resistance and not necessarily lightning, but hey, I'll take it. And it's got the negative enemy lightning resistance, so good place I can upgrade here. The amulet is what I'm really trying to figure out. So I'm looking for either a 2 sorceress 10 FCR with a 1 skill slam, or a 3 lightning skills 10 FCR with a resistance slam. Just missed out on one that was fire resistance, which is kind of what I needed. As far as the rings, there's random 10 FCR with resistance, and the belt is 20 FCR, so that's to get me to the breakpoint. I do have a couple ideas of what to do with the belt. I'm thinking of T-Gods, since it has the +2 lightning skills, would be interesting. So that means I have to make up my FCR either on the Ami, or I need to get FCR Mage Fist Slam. The boots, I'm just rocking heavy res, so I don't really need the lightning resistance on the boots. These are just some we crafted pretty early in the season. I've still just been rocking them. You'll see on here I do have some all res charms still, so I'm missing 2 skillers to get those 30 res. I kind of want the facets, so we'll see what the plan is. Just some random skillers that I bought, about mal each on those. Some all res charms, and I haven't really organized these yet. Overall, sheet damage is pretty good. I did pick up a call to arms that I made. I don't even have a +2 skill shield on there yet, which I probably should do. Merc's looking pretty solid, so he has the infinity. Pretty happy with that roll. Random vampire gaze that I found. A fort that I bought for a gold rune. Not a great roll as far as the life, but a fort for a gold rune, that's really hard to pass up. Random Gores that I found, random Nos that I found, random Grave Palm that I found. That'll probably go on my Necro if I ever, decide to do that build. So we'll show you guys Bell real fast, do my pre-buff and hopefully not screw up too much. Let me turn my volume down here on my, so now getting all this feedback. I'm sure you can probably hear my mouse clicking in my keyboard, so I just got a new mic. Part of this video is trying to dial it in, so I've made a few videos. They did not work out because the mic quality sucked. I was getting a lot of feedback, and it's just a cheap mic. I just tried to pick up something and not have the headset on my head. I really use that for work meetings, so I don't need it dead if I need to jump on a call. So pretty fast to throw, and I'm didn't even swap over. So 200 FCR really will just drain mana, and I'm pretty close to level if you're wondering why I have all these full rejevs on me. Do need to kind of adjust that. So I actually tried to film this earlier. I did get an essence drop, which is nice because I always can use tokens, and tokens honestly are starting to seem like they have more value than PESs at times. So the nice thing about that change with the PESs is it really drove down Annie prices, so I think I paid a low rune for my Annie. Trying to figure out if I want to get a twisted Wusus and slam it, or if I want to get a nicer Annie. I already bought one, but I let my buddy borrow it. It's 16 resistance. I bought it un-ID'd and just, ID'd it. and that was from a Black Soulstone. He's kind of my guy that runs my torches, and I help out on my Necro. So I thought it was pretty fair split there of, hey, I'll buy an Andy and you can use it. He actually needed a 16 resistance one to hit his max resistance. Bell has that lower resistance, so you got to get up to, I think it's about 150. So that got him in a good place. I'm in a good place. Really enjoying this season so far. Haven't had any issues in my stash. Still been trading in the window. Seen people say that if you do have those issues, if you can rejoin the game that you were just in before you had the issues, that it comes back. Saw a guy in a public chat say, yes, that actually fixed my issue. So it's good news to know, like, there is a chance if something does happen. Drop trade, I would say, is definitely preferred, and you can just, record if you need to. They seem to be on the reports from what I've seen on Reddit. We'll go ahead and we'll run Diablo. Got a little bit of latency there. I don't know where that was from. We saw the TP probably fly up as I was teleporting, or at least so I thought. But Chaos is pretty easy. I mean, I kind of just seal pop. So sort of sucks. They got the, I don't know if I want to call it a nerf or not. But where, the monsters that have been damaged don't die when you clear everything and produce drops. I mean, they obviously die. But I mean, it's okay. Like, I get it, right? It's really cheesy to go through here. I can do a Chaos run in about a minute. And if it was dropping, high runes and charms like it was last season, then that would kind of be that. So I'm going to go back and grab this EXP. So I am up to level 90. I'm trying to get to about 92. I don't know what's next. I'm working on a barb right now for just gold find, but I really don't know what I want to build next or do next. Play around with a couple things, just not feeling anything too much this season. But yeah, there's my sorceress, and hopefully the audio is okay. Even if it's not, I'm probably going to upload it, so go ahead and apologize in advance.